Morning guys, it's Brie LaRue here bringing you your Monday intention for the week. Today is a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about something which I think is going to really land with you. It's all about how to communicate in your relationships so you can have win-win outcomes. So if you're not getting your needs met, you're going to really love this. And if you're the person in the dynamic that feels like you're not good enough and what you do is never enough, you're going to get a lot out of this too. So grab a cup of coffee, grab a cup of tea, make yourself so comfortable so you can settle in and be 100% present in this talk today. I want to talk about, firstly, I language versus you language. So usually the person in the relationship that feels like their needs aren't getting met, they're going to talk like this. I feel like you're really disconnected. There's no, I'm not getting enough connection from you. And yeah, you just feel far away. So that's one example. The person who feels like they're not good enough and that they can never meet the other person's needs hears, you don't make me happy. You always let me down. I feel really let down by you. So the person listening to the needs not being met, guess what happens? They shut down and they go quieter and they feel not good enough. So they start behaving in a way which is synonymous with being not good enough. I'm going to teach you a little trick here. So if you're the person in the dynamic that feels like your needs aren't being met, I want you to stop and I want you to have a really good think about what it is that you're really wanting and what it is that you're really trying to say. Most of the time, people say what they don't want instead of what they do want. So if you're saying what you don't want over and over again, you're going to get more of what you don't want as your partner shuts down and starts to feel not good enough. If you're saying more of what you do want, this is what you're going to get. I'm going to give you a really good example of how to say what you do want. Okay, this is the good example now. I really love spending time with you, and I would so love it if we could go out for a dinner sometime this week because I really love to feel connected to you. How good is that? You've told your partner what you value, them, time with them, connection. You've told them what you want, and you've told them how to do it. You've made it very easy for them to meet that need versus telling them what you don't want and then being super confused and not feeling great. So I'll give you another example and we'll just reiterate it. Hey, do you know what? I really value our time together. I just love spending time with you and it makes me feel really close to you. How about we go out for a bike ride sometime this weekend? Because I don't know, I just love that feeling of being together. Doesn't that sound invitational? Versus, we never do things together. You never want to do what I want to do. Like, the list goes on. It doesn't work. So if that's what you've been doing, the you and what you don't, the you don't and we never, you're going to get more of that. All you have to do is switch it up to I love, I would like, and I feel. Stay out of the yous. Now, if you're on the other side of the you never, yeah, I really feel for you because it's not a great place to be. What I really encourage you to do is try and listen to your partner's intention rather than being defensive about what you are or are not doing. Because what your partner's really usually trying to say is that they really love you. They're just perhaps not communicating it in a great way. So if you're on the other end, really try and hear what the other person's saying. If they're saying you never spend time with me, what they're actually saying is, I really love spending time with you. So listen and respond to the intention. And all you have to do is try and think about what they're saying that they want. And then a little trick, just say back, I hear that you really like spending time with me. Then the other person feels heard and you both have a win-win situation. The other person's going to be so happy and you're going to be out of the dog box, so to speak, or whatever it is that you want to call it. So I really hope that that's resonated with you today, because I think communicating in relationships is something that isn't often talked about, or we aren't really role modeled what's a really constructive way of speaking to each other. So give this a go and notice the differences, and then let me know what you notice, because I'm really curious to hear. It's worked phenomenally in my relationship with my husband, changing it into the I wants and I feel and what I value. The next day, I find that he's very responsive to the things that I'm saying that I love, versus when I come at him with the yous, he shuts down. So go well, and I would love to hear about what you notice when you try this out. Have a lovely week, guys.